What's going on, Destiny players? Rice Man here from Entourage Gaming, bringing you the final round of our Spark of Hope Thursday night Kessel Run tournament here from Card Addicts in Birmingham, Alabama. We have round 2 winner, Lake on the left, playing Vader Greedo, versus round 1 winner, Matt, on the right, playing the new Kylo Ray with temporary truce. We saw both of these guys win their respective rounds earlier. Now we'll see who can do better in the finals. Got the roll off here. Like gonna dare to roll one die. He does hit better than the Kylo Ray. Of course, this is a fun tournament, so no worries there about rolling out. Probably going to take the fighting pit, which will be very beneficial to Lake. Thinking about it. He does decide to do the fighting pit. So one shield onto Kylo and one onto Rey. Everybody will get their 2 resources and we will get going. We're going over the power actions and the synergy between the 2 characters. So, of course, a reminder real quick. Kylo can move a shield from his character to any character. If he moves it to a hero character, though, he can deal a damage to any character. So Lake will start off by paying 1 for dead or alive. Play only if you spot a bounty hunter, which, of course, Greedo is. So that'll be a money-making machine for Lake. Matt will pay 1 for binds. And just like Deja Vu, Lake plays his second dead or alive. Good start there for Lake. Making plenty of money to be able to get the fist if he plays that. Maul Saber, all those will become online very quickly. So Matt pays 1 using binds for the cross guard to deal 1 to Vader. Lake will roll Greedo out and hits the 1 range. Here comes Kylo. Kylo's going to hit the special. A resource and a resource. So right now that special only deal 2. Lake's going to pop the shield off of Kylo to keep that power action offline for now. Matt will resolve the special onto Vader for 2. Puts Vader at 3, 12 health remaining. Vader will roll out with a 4 pay 1 and a 2 shield. He cannot pay for that right now. If Matt activates Rey, he will be able to, though, because Lake will gain $1 for each dead or alive bounty every time Matt activates Rey. So Matt's going to use Rey's ability to turn a villain character die to a value showing or to a value of 0. That could be the specials or a blank. Looks like we're going to get our first fighting pit here. Indeed, yep. So we're going to fighting pit the 4 against a special. Vader hits a 4, so he hits the same thing. That's 4 into Kylo. That's rough. Kylo hits a 1 resource, so that'll be 1 into Vader. Matt thinking here. You don't want to activate Rey and give him the resources for the 4. So he's going to discard Rey's Saber to reroll Kylo. Does hit the 2 melee and a resource. Okay, so Lake will take the 2 shields. That'll just get popped right off. But that does save Vader 2 damage. Lake will discard his Fear and Dead Men to reroll. It's a blank. Matt's going to Forsaken it. Lake's got a, looks like a Neiman Mastery and probably a Vader Saber. I think the Alt Art Vader Saber in his hand. If he's able to get that Vader saber out of Lake's hand, that might help Matt early on, and he does. So Lake rerolls it back in, hits a 2 melee. That would put Kylo at 6 with 5 health remaining. That's going to be troublesome. Lake just getting his power action token to make sure it's notated. Matt will use his other Forsaken to get rid of that. So Lake will pass here so he can get his $2 for any kind of mitigation or anything. He's going to pay the 2 for the Neiman Mastery to turn. That Ray rolled a 1 melee earlier. So he was going to turn that, but he decides to turn the 1 resource to a blank anyways, alright? So Ray keeps her 1 melee. Matt's just going to go ahead and claim to keep Fighting Pit off of the battlefield, or off of Lake's power action. So we'll go into round 2. Vader at 4 damage, 11 health remaining. Greedo fully healthy. Rey is fully healthy with the shield. Kylo at 4 damage, 7 health remaining. Both guys have 2 resources. Get a binds for a Jedi lightsaber. That'll give a shield to Kylo. We're going to get an overwrite here, paying 1 for Maul's saber. It's a nice little upgrade there, taking Neiman Mastery with Maul on the art to actual Maul's lightsaber. That's going to roll out Kylo. Be nice to be calling a color right now, but that will not happen with this Kylo. So he hits a discard, a +2, a 1, and a discard. Lake's just going to roll out Vader with a 4, pay 1, a resource, and a blank. He does have the money to pay for that 4 side. Matt's going to power action the 4. Ugh, hits a 4 again. That's twice that Lake's been able to hit that 4. And Lake's going to be able to kill. Woof. That's rough. That is rough. Well done, Matt. You really shrewded that one up. Using Fighting Pit on Vader. That guy's an idiot. That's me, by the way. So Lake has rolled 2 4s on Fighting Pit. Been able to do 8 damage and still do 4 more this round. So all Matt can do is just roll out Rey. He has only $1 right now. Rey does roll well though. 4 damage. That would put Vader at a little over half health left, or a little under half health left. So Lake's going to pay 2. I think Neiman Mastery is a card you're going to see a lot of play after characters are activated for the exact reason that Lake has done it twice so far, to be able to turn dice. Now I'll go ahead and pop the 2 into Vader. Here comes Greedo with a blank. Matt's going to discard that Alt Art R2D2 to reroll Rey into a 1 melee. Lake's going to discard to reroll everything. It's a 2 range, a 4 pay 1, and a +3 on Maul's saber. He has no money right now to pay for the 4 pay. I think Matt's in a lot of trouble here. I don't think he's going to be able to really push through and do the damage he needs to. Alright, so Greedo will shoot for 2. One on the shield and 1 damage. Matt's going to pay 1 to give Rey 2 shields. There's a discard, a reroll. That 4 pay 1 again. I think that dice is weighted, Lake. Did you weigh that die? I'm totally kidding. So he's going to discard both of his inflict pains. Ugh, his double blanks there. Matt will just claim and survive the round somehow. So Rey is at effective 12 health remaining right now. Vader is at 8 health remaining. Greedo, of course, no damage on him. Matt binds to pay 2 for the dagger. Like I said, with no money, but he needs to be able to push the damage right now. Mike's going to roll out Vader. Hits that dang 4 pay 1 again. Good grief, son. Hits a blank, a resource, and a 2 shield. This guy knows how to roll his dice well. Rey's going to roll out. Lake will take his 2 resources. Blank, blank, and a shield. Or, I'm sorry, blank, a shield, and a resource. Lake's going to pay the 4. Put the Darksaber on Greedo. Vader is already activated, so no need to put it on Vader this turn. Lake's going to go ahead and try to push the damage narrative and try to get the kill if he can this turn. Matt's going to discard a reroll. Hits a shield, a resource, and a resource. Greedo rolls a blank, and then a resource on the Darksaber. Of course, because it's on Greedo, it does not get any bump in the values of the die. If it were on Vader, he would get a +2 on everything it rolled. Matt's going to discard a Lawfulf. Reroll. Hits a 2 melee. Gets a resource and a shield. Just not rolling damage on Rey's dice right now. Get a +4 on the Mauls, a blank on Vader. Get the guns on Greedo and a resource on Neiman. So Lake has the will be able to have the money to pay for that 4 if he can resolve the Neiman Mastery. Matt definitely doesn't want a fighting pit again, especially with how many times Lake is rolling that 4. He's thinking about it here. He does have the power action on Rey to where he could blank the 4 pay 1. He's going to go ahead and just resolve the 2. Put Vader at 9. There's 2 into Rey. That'll just pop the shields off. She's at 10 health left. If Matt could find a way... Oh, there's a truce. Yep. Well played there by Lake. That's going to pop 8 directly into Rey. Puts her at 2 health left. That's going to be the game point right there. Well played there by Lake, going ahead and playing that truce. Matt's going to take a shield. He takes a shield there to protect from the Maul Saber coming back into play. Forces Lake to discard a bounty board to reroll. Hits damage on the Darksaber. Resources. Yep, so Matt's going to call sticks on the Darksaber. He has to. Any damage at this point is going to be detrimental to his chances of winning. So 1 Neiman, 1 Vader die on the board for Lake. 1 Rey die left for Matt. Lake's going to discard the Doubt to reroll. Hits that frickin' 4 pay 1 again with the special Neiman. So he'll be able to turn it to at least a 3. Matt's thinking here. So Matt's going to power action the battlefield. He's going to re-roll his die and not Vader, so he cannot use the fighting pit action to deal damage. That forces Lake to use his special to change to the 3. Matt immediately calls Hidden Motive, hits the sticks. So Matt will survive the round, but he's down to 3 health remaining. Vader's still at 6 health remaining. He's just going to straight roll out Vader, see if he can get the damage. No 4-pay 1 this time, but hits a blank, a couple of resources, and a shield. That has $3. I think at this point you sort of have to just roll out and hope that you hit max damage. Don't think there's any time to play an upgrade and then try to roll out next, because more than likely Lake is going to discard a re-roll here. It will put Fighting Pit on the line, but he does not roll max damage. He hits a 2 on the dagger, resources on raise. So there's a special on Neiman Mastery. There's a plus on the Maul Saber, so he'll be able to turn the blank or the shields to damage. Matt's going to discard a Yoda Saber to re-roll here. Hope for some 2s. He doesn't get them. Gets a special. I could do 2 shields. He does have 1 already. So Lake is going to use Neiman to change a character die to a 3, and then to change the dagger to the blank. It's a good play there. So Matt's going to Neiman Mastery back and blank Vader's die. There's $2. That's enough for a fist and the pay side on the fist. So Matt's going to take 2 shields here. Hope for the best. That'll allow him to re-roll the die back in the pool, though. Hits a stick. Not going to be enough, though, because here comes Vader's fist. Here's another 4-pay 1. We're going to call this game the 4-pay 1 game. Matt's just going to discard at this point. He's pretty much going to be out of this game. There's 4 indirect. That'll pop the shields, and then 1 into Ray. He can take 2 shields, but I think at this point, with the Vader die still in the pool, I fully expect to see a Fighting Pit next turn to try to end it. Yep, he's just going to go for max damage here. He could have taken the 2 shields. Here's our Fighting Pit. Yep. And hits the 2 resource. That's going to do it. Well done by Lake. Good game. Congratulations on the win for this week's Thursday Night Kessel Run. Guys, thanks so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to our Entourage YouTube content. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Entourage Games. We will see you on the next video.